Yeah, so I grew up in a family of physics. My father is a retired physics professor, and I when in my university studies, I knocked on the door of a professor that was doing quantum physics research and asked whether I could learn more and get involved. And I started way back then, just getting my hands in a laboratory working on hands-on things. And then I did my PhD at Yale University, where I actually worked on some of the very first superconducting qubit experiments. This was in Professor Rob Shokoff's group. That's also where I first intersected with Jay Gambetta, who is the VP of quantum here at IBM, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, then I joined IBM in 2010 when we were just in the corner of the building here in TJ Watson, working away at small problems at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay joined about a half year later in 2011, and we really started to grow and build this whole effort out here to the point that I'd say that one really important shift was when we made the choice to take our technology, which is very physics laboratory based, put it on the cloud. That was in
Mm-hmm.
mid 2016.
Yeah,
And it opened up like a way of thinking about how do you program these things for a computational perspective, right? Can you make
absolutely.
this a tool versus just a physics experiment? And that turned into over time Qiskit, which is our open source software development kit, right? And APIs for developers and programmers, physicists, end users, and it's continued to scale to the point that we are today.
That cloud revolution was actually pretty critical as well, because like who can afford to bring in a quantum computer into their own space, right? Like you're talking tens of millions or at least single digit millions, and you may not have the appropriate facilities for it, right? Depending on what it exactly requires, whether that's temperature, whether that's
Right.
stability, whatever that might be. So that's huge, and anybody can access it, learn how to use it. As you start to work down your roadmap and as you start to bring out Starling and Blue Jay and other things like that, what's that going to mean for you? You basically been working on quantum computing your whole life. You've studied it and you're not working it. What will that mean to you?
It means it very much is my world in my life today, outside of course my family and everyone at home. But it's very rewarding to see where we've gotten with this, right? From like I mentioned, a group of us just buried in the corner of the building to really building this to the point that it's a usable technology